ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this, and I'm representing the Black Ops shirt. But nonetheless, this video is about my history in video games. This is a viewer suggestion by Jack Pip Sam. If you have any kind of specific video or question you'd like to say, there's this moderator thing on my homepage on YouTube. So click my name up, where will it be? Up here or up here? Either one. And you can leave a suggestion. I've got a few. I'm going to try and rattle them all off, as many as I can, in next videos and upcoming videos and so forth so on. So this one is a brief history of first, I think we need your history of video games. So there we go. So my history of video games starts in 1998 or 99, I can't really remember, with the Nintendo 64. I still believe that this is the best console of all time. It's just amazing. And played, back then I was a big fan of anything platformer. You know, I was like, what, 8, you know. Big fan of Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, Mario, WWF No Mercy, sport games. For some reason I thought it would be a good idea to hire Duke Nukem Forever or something. I know Duke Nukem something when I was like 8 years old, and it gave me nightmares. So I haven't played Duke Nukem since. You know, and over the weekend we'd hire out games and play them at home and at friends' houses, and you know, I was lucky enough to have a friend with a PlayStation 1, and we used to play PlayStation 1 there, and then another friend had a Super Nintendo, so we'd play that there. Games like Donkey Kong Country, SimCity. Now on the PS1, you know, the PS1 exclusives that I can't even remember because we never played it that often. So it was all kind of the casual base fucking thing. So it was all kind of the casual base back then, and then I got a PlayStation 2 for my 12th birthday, I think, or 11th, 12th or 11th, and played that like there was no tomorrow. Still, I started off with the casual games like sport games, wrestling games, and that was about it. And then me and my friends went through this period of PC gaming where we used to play Age of Empires, Empire Earth. That was about it. I don't know why we did, but we did. And then I branched off and grew up a bit, and then played games like Gun, Black. My PlayStation 2 games are massive, to be honest. Games like Medal of Honor, the serious kind of games. Like Gun was probably one of my favourite games on the PlayStation 2, I think. Tried a bit of everything. I've got Forza Motorsport 3, 2, whatever one it is. What came out? Forza. It's not even Forza, Gran Turismo. What the fuck am I talking about? Gran Turismo, the last one, I hated it. And then, you know, other games. And then I got my Xbox 360, started off small again. Saints Row, NBA, FIFA. And then I saw these really good, and I think the game that turned it around for me, that turned me into somewhat of a casual to a hardcore, was Call of Duty 4. I just couldn't believe that, because when we used to play on PC, we were young and we could never figure out how to get online and play with other people and all this kind of stuff. And this was in the age of dial-up internet, which made it harder. And we used to, it would say online multiplayer, and we could never work out what to do and how to do it. And then when Modern Warfare 1, Call of Duty 4 came out, I was amazed that there's all these people from around the world playing this game that I'm in, and it really, you know, turned me into a hardcore gamer. And then I bought games from there, like what I've got now, you know, the Assassin's Creeds, the Fallouts, the more Saints Row. Who can have enough Saints Row? The Grand Theft Autos, the Mass Effects, you know, what else have I got? The Tom Clancy's, you know, and all these serious story-based games. And I think Call of Duty 4 was the one that, you know, helped start that, because I was amazed that, you know, I was just amazed. And then I can't remember, there was a really good game that came out that had a really good storyline to it, and I cannot remember what it was, and that helped turn me as well. Fuck, and I'll never get it. You know, and then went from these, you know, really shallow multiplayer games to these really solid, really deep single-player experiences, which now I prefer single-player experiences over a multiplayer experience. So I keep changing, and I've changed over the past, 12, 13 years of gaming. So, you know, I've been doing it for a while. I know a bit about it, as I would hope to do if I had a YouTube channel dedicated to it. But nonetheless, you know, I think that, you know, start off small, and then gradually build up and get a hardcore games. But you know, it's also quite bad too, because growing up in that age and that way, that you miss all the great games of the 90s and the early 2000s that would be just shit to play now, such as Baldur's Gate, Baldur's Gate, and all these, you know what I mean, the great games of the 90s. Shadow Man, I could never understand when I played it, you know, and some of the Resident Evils and all that kind of stuff, and the games back then, such as the Resident Evils is a great example. They release new games in this generation that half of us or more don't even understand. You know, and it is an option to go back and play those games, but they just look so bad and play so bad compared to what they would now, that makes it hard. So, you know, that's one of the transverse effects. So, what can you take away from this video? I'm a gamer, thanks to Call of Duty Modern Warfare, I believe. You know, because I really just wasn't into it as much as I am now, until Modern Warfare came out. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, hope you've enjoyed this video. Again, if you've got a question or a video idea, go to my homepage, I'll leave it on the moderator tab. So until next time, I'm out. Au revoir.